What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be probably the most highly requested video I've had since I announced my pregnancy, and that is baby names that I love but will not be using. So a lot of you have asked if Caleb and I have our baby names picked out, and we do. We have a name for a boy and a name for a girl because we don't know which one it is yet. But I did have a pretty long, lengthy list of names that I really liked, and luckily Caleb and I have been pretty on the same page when it comes to baby names. There haven't really been a lot of names that one of us really liked and the other one didn't. And I also feel like we had our names picked out really early on. Like, we knew that there were names that we liked years ago, and it just kind of, when everything became real and we talked about it, those names were still our favorite names. But I of course still have my list of girl names and boy names in my phone for, you know, future. Sorry, my camera already died right in the middle of that, so if anything moved at all, it's because I had to get up and grab my other battery. Yeah, so I have my list of boy and girl names, and I just thought that I would share them with you. They're kind of long, so I don't know if I'm going to share all of them, but I like to keep them in here just, you know, just because. So I guess I will start with girl names. I think there was maybe 3 or 4 names that we seriously talked about in the beginning, but none of them really ever compared to the one that we chose. We both just always loved the initial one that we chose. But I think that the name that we considered the most, other than that one, is Penelope. I really like Penelope. I think it's so pretty, and I think Kayla thought it was really cute too. And I think that the nickname P is really cute, but I don't like the nickname Penny, so that was my only issue, is you have to like think through all of the possible nicknames that your kid could have when picking their first name. So yeah, I really liked Penelope, and it was definitely one that we considered if we did end up having a girl, but I didn't like the idea of her being called Penny. I just don't really like that nickname, so yeah, that one ended up not being it. Another name that I really like that we considered is Nora. I think Nora is super pretty, but I feel like I know a few people that have had kids recently that named them Nora, like people I know personally. So that's one of those things where when you just know babies that are named Nora, it's kind of hard to name your baby that because you already associate them with someone that already exists. So yeah, didn't end up choosing Nora. I also really like Lennon, and I considered Lennon as a middle name for a really long time. That was the middle name like I wanted either way for a boy or a girl, no matter what. But then the first names that we ended up choosing, Lennon just doesn't really go along with them very well. And then I really liked Lennon for a first name for a girl, but I think it's just too popular, and I'm not a big fan of choosing names that are super popular at that moment. I don't really like that, and I know that a lot of people are naming their babies Lennon right now, so didn't go with that one either. Olive is another name that I really liked, but Olive Varney, it's kind of just too much V right in a row. Like Olive Varney, it just flows too well almost, and it's hard to even tell where the first name ends and the last name starts. But I really like Olive. I think Olive is really cute, and that's been one of my top baby names for a long time. And then some other names that I have on here that actually I don't think I ever brought up to Caleb, but I think were really cute, is Charlie. I think Charlie is really cute for a girl. Ruby, Poppy, Stella, and Piper. I think all of those names are super cute, but they're not necessarily names that I think I would ever choose to name my baby. I just think that they're really cute. Probably if we had another kid and it was a girl, and this one's also a girl, so like we already use our girl name we have now, and then we had another one, I'd probably use one of these names. But you never know what names you're gonna like at the time. So those are all of the girl names that I really love but will not be using for a first or middle name. And then for boy names, the boy names have been so much harder for me. For some reason, I just have had such a hard time nailing down a boy name that I absolutely love. And the boy name that we have chosen has been the boy name that we both really liked for a long time. Like before we ever knew that we were pregnant, like years ago, we talked about this name, we both really liked it. But for some reason, I always found myself like looking at other names and trying to find other names that I liked. And I don't know why that is. Maybe because I've just felt so strongly that we're having a girl that I haven't really felt strongly about nailing down a boy name, but I feel like it's been really hard for me to find boy names I like. So we actually recently talked about other boy names that we like, and then I mentioned it in my last video that I just kind of stopped thinking about it. And I feel like once we find out if we're having a boy or a girl, either way, like if we find out we're having a girl, then we won't have to think about boy names at all. And then if we find out we're having a boy, then that kind of makes it easier to be like, okay, now we really have to pick a name. But I'm really happy with the name that we have right now. I like the first name a lot. The middle name still kind of struggling with a little bit. I haven't found anything that I like really 100% love a lot. One name that I really love is Leo. So Leo was definitely one that we talked about in the beginning, but that's another name that I feel like is super popular right now, and I know a lot of people that have named their babies Leo recently. So I know some Leo babies, and then I also just know that Leo's super popular right now, which makes me kind of stray away from it, but I really, really love the name Leo. One of my favorite little boy names. I think it's so cute. And then my favorite boy name, I think, ever is Noah. I think Noah is so, so cute. It's seriously like my favorite boy name ever, but I grew up with a guy named Noah, and he's like my parents' best friend's son and one of my brother's really good friends. So he's just one of those names that like you know the person too well that you could never name your kid that. But if I didn't know this guy named Noah, then I would 100% want to name my kid Noah, because I think Noah is so cute. Another boy name that I really like is Jude. I think Jude is adorable, but this is one of the names that whenever I brought it up, Caleb's really not a fan of the name Jude, and that's like very rare that one of us would bring up a name, the other one didn't like it, but Jude is one of the ones that he didn't like very much. So that one wasn't gonna happen. Jack, I really like Jack. I think it's super simple but really cute, but Caleb's cousin's son is named Jack, so another one of those situations where you know a kid named it so you can't use it. I think that Gray is also a really cute name for a boy. Gray is just another, I find that I really like simple names when it comes to boy names, just kind of like one syllable, short and sweet kind of names. So Luca, Ezra, just kind of like short but really, really cute names. I really liked Ezra for a long time. Ezra was definitely on the top of my list for a while, and then I kind of just decided that it was too popular, and Caleb also didn't really love Ezra that much. And Asher was also another name that I really, really liked and talked about from the beginning, but I don't know, just kind of stopped liking it as much. I still think it's a really cute name. It's just not a name that I think I'll ever use. I don't know why, I just kind of started straying away from it, but it just wasn't really one of my favorites anymore. And then I feel like I'm talking really fast and I'm out of breath. The last name on my boy list is Lincoln. I think Lincoln is really cute, but my older brother mentioned in passing that if he ever has a boy, he wants to name them Lincoln, and that's like his favorite name ever, so I wouldn't want to like take that away from him. I think that would be really cute for him to have a little boy named Lincoln, and he wants to call him Link. And I think that's really cute. So it's on my list because I really like it, but again, a baby name I love but will not be using. Did I mention Cash? I can't remember if I said that yet, but I think Cash is really cute too. Just not a name that I love enough to name my kid that, but I think that Cash is a really cute name. I think it's kind of cool and edgy, and there's not a lot of people named Cash, I don't think. Those are all of the names that I really, really love but will not be using. I hope it gave you guys a little inspiration if you're looking for baby names. Either you're pregnant, or you might be pregnant, or you are still a teenager and you're not thinking about babies at all, but you just like listening to baby names. I don't know, I love watching these videos. I think it's really fun to hear different people's favorite baby names and why. None of the names that I have on here really have any meaning to them at all. I just thought that they were cute names. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Mommy. Yeah, I guess that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.